You get that stuff and grab.
And we're live. All right, Nomads, lock it in. Because tonight we got a straight up knife junkie in the house. He's absolutely one of us. You've seen the reviews, you heard the opinions. You already know he's not afraid to tell it like it is. So, NEEVES Knife's YouTube channel, the man who eats, sleeps, and breathes sharp steel, Jared's here. If it flips, if it slices, locks up, sparks debate, he's your guy. Let's make some noise in the chat. Welcome Jared to Nomad EDC Live. Thank you, Jared.
I appreciate you guys having me. Honored.
Thank you for coming on the show, brother.
Oh man, thank you guys for having me.
I want to be
man. Glad to be here.
All
What's
right.
going on, Jake Wilson?
See who's in the chat. We got Alex up in here. What's up, Alex?
What's up, Alex?
Big Hams.
Big Hams.
All right, sweet.
Marco.
First thing I want to ask you, Jared. I know you just went to SHOT Show. I just watched you.
Yep.
Bunch. So, like, tell us some high points you came away with. What was the best part of SHOT Show for you?
Well, I'll say the worst part is it's a massive amount of walking. We were doing about 40,000 steps a day. And we were there for, 4 days for the show. The show's 4 days, and then that's not including the day before and the day after when you show up and leave. But so 40,000 steps on average. I don't know how many damn miles that was, but they're not like just straight steps. Like you're going up and down stairs, over bridges, and it's crazy. It's so big. You can never even grasp how big it is until you're there. Like people think Atlanta's big. Now Atlanta is going to feel very small to me. Don't get me wrong. It's got the most knife companies there, but as far as terms of just walking, right? Like you could clear all of Atlanta before you could clear the biggest room at the SHOT Show. And there's like 20 rooms.
Dang, dude.
So yeah, it's massive. But so that means they have, armored vehicles in there. One cool thing though, I will say this. I never lost my voice, and I've never been to Blade Show without losing my voice by the third day because everybody's so packed tight into a place that you have to yell to be heard. And with this place, it's so big, things are spread out. So nobody's yelling. Everybody's kind of just whispering, and just talking. So it does make that part better where like by the second, third day, your throat isn't just burning. But the show was great though, man. There's so many different walks of life there. It was really cool seeing a lot of people that I know that I've never seen at Blade Show. I know there was a bunch of people there that I didn't get to see that I do follow and watch, like Sean Ryan and stuff like that. But I guess he was just walking around, just like a normal guy, which is pretty cool. But no, man, it was pretty awesome. Definitely excited to go again, but just gonna make sure I wear some good walking shoes next time. My partner still has blisters today. He's still trying to get rid of the blisters. So hopefully they're healed pretty soon. But I mean, that just shows you how much walking you're doing.
40,000 steps is a lot, bro. Because I know I've worked 15 hours before at Walmart, and I've gotten like 25,000. That's a lot. So 40,000 steps, you're doing something.
Yeah, I mean, what do they say? You're supposed to do, I think, 10,000. Baby, you got to stop with the noise. I can't hear. The 10,000 steps, I think, is a normal amount of walking, or like what you're supposed to, like a healthy amount of walking, I guess.
Yeah.
So 40,000. I mean, I know I did a long time ago when I was doing a lot of walking. I counted my steps, and it was like 15 to 18,000 or something like that. And it was a lot. So to understand 40,000 steps, it's an insane amount.
So did you go into SHOT Show knowing exactly what you were going to do and where you were going to go? Did you have like a agenda, or you just walked up in there and you're like freestyle?
No, but we did. So like right off the bat, because I was talking to Luke from Cold Steel, and he asked me if we could swing by there, but he said he wasn't going to be there. So we just said that'll be the first place we stop. And we had like, an idea of like, okay, we know we're going to find this company. So we because they have these maps and stuff. They even have an app, to get you to where you're going, which is really cool. So, whichever place we want to go to. But the problem is, though, is if you do that and you're just like, oh, well, I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here, you could be walking an hour before you get to the next place. So it's good to just go to where you're going to go and then find out what's right there, because you'll pass it right by and not even notice, and then wind up walking an hour out of the way and then coming back an hour just to find that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty damn crazy.
Man, it looked cool on video, because I didn't just watch your videos. I watched a bunch of people's, because I want to kind of get an idea of like what was new. I seen a bunch of gun stuff too. Like they had like a shooting booth. Did you go in that?
The shooter's booth?
Yeah.
I went to a couple different ones. So there was a lot of things like that. They even had like this laser one where it's like you're using, I believe, what was a real AR, but they got this thing hooked up to it or something, and it's a game essentially, but you have a headset. So wherever they put you is where you're at. And so you're doing gunfighting, hunting, anything like that. Then there was another one that was like in a tent where like you couldn't see them really. I mean, if you were like right at the door, you could see them, but so I don't know what was going on in there, but I think it was screens all around them for like, a realistic thing. And then I went into an airsoft one, and then I also went into less than lethal one that shoots like I don't know, vinyl bullets or whatever. And then they also, I'm sure they have like pepper balls and stuff like that. And then there was another one I did that it basically tracks all the details for you to become a better shooter. So they said by next year they're going to have legit blowback guns. So the gun's not real, but what it does is it has these targets come up, and it, basically times, like your shot, but then also it follows your eye. So it has eye location because you have this thing on this headset on. So it tells you what eye you're using, like basically like your reaction time, and then like whether or not you're, lifting, like just all these little microscopic details. Like when I looked at it, I couldn't even understand half of it. There was so much information. Some of the stuff you wouldn't even be thinking about. I was just trying to hit the damn target,
Right.
But then when you see this thing, it's like, it shows you all your faults, and, all the things you're doing right. So that was pretty damn cool. And that's supposed to help influence better shooters. I don't know how confident I would be in that, but, because I feel like in order for that, I think it just kind of has to be the real thing,
The real thing, yeah.
Are you big into guns?
I used to be. I used to hunt. I was raised with guns my entire life. Since I could remember. Me and my dad, just like Knives now, I used to collect guns, and we used to do lots of gun trading and stuff, and I worked on a lot of guns. But when I became a felon, though, they took my rights away from fucking with guns. So that's why I didn't think I was going to be able to go to SHOT Show. But I guess as long as you're media, you can get in. So I got in with a media pass.
Sweet.
Nice.
So what's the most impressive booth that you've seen? Like you went there and you're like blown away by it, or were you blown away by anything?
It's amazing the type of artillery that we can have. Like they had vehicles with fucking full-fledged machine guns on top of them. They have an inch thick steel plates all around them, all the way to people had Gatling guns, things like that. There was robots. They had like literal robot dogs and stuff.
What?
They had what else? They had so many drones. like crazy ass drones. Like it really shows you like I know like a lot of this stuff because some of the stuff is specifically for not military but for police use. So some of it is that, but obviously if they can get it, then civilians can get it. So when you see this stuff, it's like, man, if you got the money, it's amazing the shit that you could have. The one vehicle I got into, I don't know if you guys seen the video of the MRAP. That is a 40,000 pound machine, and it's all bulletproof. It's massive. It's just an absolute beast. They told me because we were kind of like talking, just shooting the shit, like man, it'd be crazy driving this thing around town. They're like, the owner, this is his daily driver. Like, what? It was so, and it has a big ass machine gun on top of it where you can come out the top just like a tank. It was pretty crazy. The way you get in that one is you have to get in through the back, actually. It's like a ramp that goes up into the back. So, and then when you get in there, it's got cameras everywhere. It's got what's it called? It's got night vision. It's got everything, man. It's crazy.
Is SHOT Show like as overwhelming as Blade Show is?
I can't hear you,
like
Grady.
when you get in there. Is SHOT Show as overwhelming?
I can't hear him at all.
You can't hear me?
Can't hear me at all.
Not at all.
Oh shit! Let me back out.
He's gonna back out. It happens.
Let me back out.
Okay.
A StreamYard for you. He was saying his SHOT Show is overwhelming as Blade Show, but you just pretty much hit on that.
Well, I mean, it's overwhelming in a different way because, like I said, with Blade Show, man, it's packed tight, and that place is packed too, but not tight. Do you know what I mean? Like where you're not shoulder to shoulder with anybody bumping people. It's not, at least when I went. So that was the one beautiful thing is that the space is in between like one booth and another booth. It's not like, it's not like two persons side by side. It's, 15 feet, 20 feet sometimes from one section to another. So the Blade Show's overwhelming in that instance that you're going to be shoulder to shoulder, really tight going through, tight spaces. With that place, it's so big. It's insane how big it is. You can't even grasp how big it is. I guess to fit armored vehicles. And you know what? Those types of armored vehicles, it's not like you just, like, oh, you're going to run into it. You might spend your whole fucking day there and never see any of the armored vehicles. Like, really? I thought I had seen most of the one room, and then all of a sudden I found two more. So.
Can you hear Chris?
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Oh, dude.
I can't hear him at all.
I don't know what we do about that.
I don't know either.
He's not deaf neither, so he can't read lips.
He came in for a second.
Shit.
For a second.
We do.
Say something, Chris.
I mean, I can hear Chris.
That's crazy. You think I should just back out and come back in?
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Usually it works.
Thank you, baby.
Thanks, bud.
Yep.
Let's hit the chat. What do we got in the chat here? Any
Can the
questions,
chat hear me?
comments, concerns? Yeah, we can hear you.
20,000 a day at work. Big Ham doing 40's crazy. Yeah, it is, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
That's a lot.
Hey, we got said Stevie in the house.
What's up, said Stevie? He says never heard of her.
So much better.
Try it again, Chris.
Can you hear me?
I hear everything now. It's great.
Oh, there we go.
It's so much better.
Like in business, man.
The audio is louder, everything. So awesome.
There we go.
I want to talk to you about something, Jared.
What's
I
up?
was looking at your new website. It looks really freaking good. It looks really good. I've seen some newer things on there. The strap, I really like that strap. The plastic one, the aluminum one, the detail on that with the thumbprint, like that logo.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What was the other thing? The stones, the what do you call it? The hybrid stones.
Yep.
Can you tell us about some of this stuff?
So the straps were getting manufactured, made here in the USA. A buddy of mine who does some of our other stuff, he's making them at home. He's got some machines and stuff, and we're hoping to keep him busy all year. but he's making them for us, and we have the aluminum ones with obviously leather on top, and it's a bar of aluminum, so it's a solid piece of aluminum, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean, I kind of like stuff like that. I have one in the other room I can grab, but then we have plastic ones if somebody wants a more affordable one. Now we have stropping compounds specifically for this leather because it is the smooth leather. So with the diamond emulsion we use as stroppy stuff, it's a diamond emulsion, and it's basically a liquid, and you go across the surface, it dries instantly. But the beauty of it on the smooth leather is that you can always wash it off. Like you say, if you wanted to switch to a different grit, or if it just built up over time and you don't want to keep applying it over the top of metal particles, you can just wash it off, and it's fast. Like you can wash it in like 30 seconds. And then reapply it, and it's basically a brand new strop again.
Is the spray like a monocrystalline?
Yeah, so some of them are pumps and then sprays, but yes, and it's very concentrated. I personally think it's the best now, not only because it's color coordinated, so you always know what strop is what, but also the concentration is like crazy high. I never had a stropping compound where I even liked the 0.5 micron or even 1 micron. I've never had a stropping compound that I liked it. This stuff, I love their 0.5 micron and 1 micron because it actually works and it's actually effective. So, and then the stones are they're hybrid bonded stones. So basically, it's like a resin bonded stone you could think of it as it has a little bit more metal inside of it, but not so much that it becomes like a metal bond, because a metal bonded stone, when you get to the ultra fine grits, a metal bonded CBN or metal bonded diamond doesn't do well with the finer grits. But these do like incredibly well. Like they're the best I've tried. So they're basically, like I said, like a resin bond, just more durable, a little bit faster cutting. And also they're 3 millimeters thick of a bond, which is a very thick amount of bond. Like some companies only do like between 1 and 2 millimeters. But it's a stone that'll last you virtually forever. It'll last you a very, very long time. They are expensive, but they're very, very high concentration. So, they cut fast, they cut well, they last for a long time. They'll get you from a toothy edge all the way up to a mirror polished edge, and they'll cut any steel. So, in my opinion, I personally think that bonded stones are the best stones on the planet. I don't think you can beat them like with any other stones.
WV Knife Guy says, what's the difference between monocrystalline and polycrystalline emulsions?
I honestly don't know. I think it's about I'm not 100%, but I think it has to do with the way it suspends inside the liquid. But I'm not 100%. It could be something just as minute as like the difference like CBN and diamond. I'm not sure.
So the stones, I noticed, I think on your website, you've got one available, which is the lowest grit, I think. It was 100. Are you having more coming in?
Yep. Yeah, we should have them, I think, in the next week or two. They're supposed to be on the way in the next few days. So however long they take to ship to us.
And then I know somebody's going to ask this, so I'm just going to ask it for them. Which grit stone, say somebody's going to get one stone, which one would you recommend?
Well, the first stone is the best stone. That's going to be your most used stone and the one you're going to spend the most time on. So anytime with a bonded stone, if it's 100 grit, you can't compare that to a 100 grit diamond plate, right? 100 grit diamond plate's fucking aggressive. Now, this is still going to be a coarse stone to cut really fast, but it's not going to be as coarse as that. But if you want to just like a one and done, man, I guess like the 285 will get you you can use it to cut an edge and finish an edge. So if you wanted to just one and done it, but the best thing to do is if you really want to save money, you can get diamond plates for your beginning stones and then get bonded stones for your finishing stones. Or, if you don't care anything about a polished edge, then you could just get, 2 or 3 stones and that you'll be set. Because that's really all you need to have a high performance edge. You're not going to have a mirror polish edge, but you'll have a high performance edge with 3 grits.
Yeah, absolutely. I love those stones, dude. The I got them on the Work Sharp, right? The Elite. Is that it? It's called the Elite.
Yep.
And I don't even barely use it on the actual sharpener. I'll just take it in my hand like this.
Yeah.
And I'll just
Yep.
sharpen like that. Dude, they're so freaking good. And
Yeah,
they
you know-
are really
Sorry,
good.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Like a keen finish, and the edge is just aggressive.
Yeah. The what I think is one of the best things about the bonded stones, unlike like say ceramics, right? 'Cause like a ceramic, there's like no feedback. So it's kind of difficult to hold your angle perfectly. A diamond plate is easier because it has so much feedback.
Yeah, you can
A
feel
bonded stone is like the best of both worlds. And I find it so much easier to find your angle, hold your angle, be consistent on them. And you're right, using them in your hand to like hone and maintain an edge. So somebody else said this the other day to me. They said, after I'm done sharpening, I take it off, and then I do that right after I'm done sharpening. It's like, and it gets way sharper. And it's like, I understand what he's saying. And the reason why, this is the reason why. So when you sharpen, you're sharpening it at whatever angle. Let's say it's 15 degrees per side. When you come off of it, you know, the system, and you have it in your hand, you can angle just ever so slightly lower. And what it does is it kind of convex your actual edge.
Yep.
Like literally, like think about a convex grind. It's like a hollow, I should say, a hollow. Instead of a hollow grind, you're having a hollow edge. So it kind of hollows out your edge a little bit, and it makes it that much sharper. And you can do it in 2 or 3 passes because 15-degree edge bevel, the apex is so thin already that, you know, just a couple light passes on, you know, a bonded stone, whatever grit you finished at, it's just going to, or I should say, I would do it on a fine grit no matter what, because those are my favorites for like in the hand touching up is the finer grits, the 1100, 3000, and 5000. Those have been, I can keep an edge going forever on those, just having those to touch them up.
I found that same thing too. Usually, you know, even on like simple things like carbon steel, because I'm a big slip joint guy, it's just so much easier to touch up, and you actually feel that aggressiveness. And I freaking love them things, dude. So I was looking at them anyway on your website, and I was just wondering about them.
It's a great investment. One thing you can guarantee that if you bought some, and let's say you weren't happy, which I've never heard of anybody not happy, but let's say somebody was, you could easily sell them. They are an investment piece, so they hold value. They're valuable to so many people already that they're very easy to sell. Even in the future, like if you've used them for 2 years, you know, and you needed some money, quick money, you could easily sell them like quick, and they'll probably still be practically new, you know, still. So, you know, they wear so slow. They are an investment. Like I said, they can be expensive, but I'll tell you what, man, at least for me personally, and so many people that I've talked to, after they get a great system or a great setup, they always are happy like a year later that they did it. Like they're always like, I'm so fucking happy. I invested this money like a year ago or 2 years ago for this stuff, because all the things they can do with it, and how now they don't have to worry about wearing stuff out or do anything like that. It's like their setup's like perfect. Now, if you do try to, you know, nickel and dime it, that's where you can run into issues, and you're always going to get frustrated. And everybody always ends up in the same place. And I tell people that all the time. Like, trust me, I get it. If you don't have the money, get whatever you can afford, 100%. But if you can afford it and you're just trying to go cheap, you're eventually going to end up in the same place anyways, because you're gonna start adding pieces on, and then eventually you're just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a TS Prof, and then you're gonna have spent all that money for nothing. So sometimes it's good to just buy once, cry once.
My dad used to tell me, you know, always get the most expensive tool you can afford, right? Even if you got to save up for it. That way,
I agree.
Buy once, cry once. I feel
agree.
the same.
Don't buy that Harbor Freight shit.
You know, it's funny though. Back when I first started sharpening, like a long time ago, I went to Harbor Freight, and they had this little square 4-sided thing, and I bought it. And I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. No, it was shit.
Yeah.
My problem is I'm addicted to tools and I keep buying all the expensive shit. I want more.
But you know what, though? Again, man, it's an investment, man. It's an investment in something you might only use a little bit now. Later on, you might use a lot. You know,
that's what I tell my wife every time I show up with more shit. It's an investment.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
Yeah. And it's true, though. I mean, because there's so many things. I mean, if you don't have the tools, there's not shit you can do. So you need the tools to do stuff.
Absolutely.
Snap-on used to. Didn't catch it. Used to make the best tools. I don't hear of them as much anymore.
Now I know there used to be trucks driving around all the time.
They still drive
them all the time.
They still drive.
I never see them no more.
They come to the warehouses still. You still see Snap-on trucks come.
They're still warranting all their stuff. They're just the same.
Big hands. Yep. Jared, you suckered me into the NEEVES full set, and then bang, new and better.
There you go. Oh yeah.
Dude, that stuff's still good, dude. It's still good.
Yeah, the NEEVES are great. I mean, the problem was they came because of I believe it's because of the war. They wound up like being very difficult to get. Now their prices have all went up, and now you can get them again. But for like 2 years, it was very difficult. So that's why I started seeking out different stones and stuff. And but yeah, the NEEVES are great though. Either way, like they're a resin bonded diamond. They're similar to what I have. They're amazing stones. So I'd never say anything bad about them. Just that, you know, like I said, it was difficult to recommend for a long time because they were so impossible to get. Now, like I said, they have raised their prices. Obviously, I mean everything's kind of went up, but like their what was it? Their dragon stones were, I think, $280 a piece like 2 years ago. Now they're $400 a piece. So big difference.
Stevie.
Sorry, go ahead.
Said Stevie commented, Jared, can you say the Bears?
The Bears.
It's because your mustache, man.
Oh, I see. The Bears, the Bears, and the Bulls.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people that are just starting out sharpening. And you know this because you make sharpening videos all the freaking time. And by now, if everybody had followed you the whole time, you wouldn't have to explain so much. But, I mean, still today, after years of doing, like, beginner videos, like, this is how you hold your angle. This is how you do this. Like, how did you start getting serious sharpening? Like, when did you do that? I know you started YouTube a long time ago. I think I might have been one of your first subs for sure. I remember watching the early videos. And,
yeah, I mean, I started probably like 5 years ago. I think a little bit longer than that, but I started getting like super serious into it over 5 years ago because I was I get that way, like where it's like if I start doing something, I'm either fucking all in or I'm just not. So I went all in on it and, you know, got really passionate about it. But what is cool about, you know, what you said about the videos, if you're going to do a sharpening channel, plan on doing the exact same video 100 times the same way, because it's going to reach different audiences. And I was in a live stream. This was years ago. And I'm not going to say whose live stream it was, but it was a live stream. It was somebody who was a good sharpener. And somebody asked a question. And because he had already answered the question 3 times, he got upset. And I remember thinking, like, well, that fucking guy probably just got here. You don't know you just answered it an hour ago or 30 minutes ago, right? So I remember thinking in my head, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to, you know, act like somebody should have seen my video or should have heard me say this. I'm just going to, if they ask, even if somebody just asked 10 minutes ago, I'm going to treat it like they is, you know, the same person. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, that they didn't hear it before or they didn't see the video. And I think if you act like that with your content, I think you'll be way better off because, you know, like you can post so many videos and, you know, people aren't going to see half of them. And then some of them they will see. And then sometimes, you know, like the video you did do like a year ago or 2 years ago, it's not being shown anymore. So people aren't finding it anymore. So you got to redo it so that more people, because you don't want to just assume like, oh, I got a video on it, go find it. right? That's the worst thing to do to people because they might be very difficult for them to find it. So it's better to just say, it's what I do is I just tell people, I have done a video on that if you want to try to find it, but you know what? I'll make another one. That's what I always tell people. I'll just make another one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that
advice,
mindset,
man.
I think it goes a long way.
Yeah, I think sharpening is like a lost art too. I mean, it's a very niche thing. Back when I was a kid, freaking all my uncles, my dad, my grandpa, that you seen them sharpening their flipping knives like all the time, and they were good at it. I mean, they were really good at it. They had sharp knives.
You had to know.
Yeah, I mean, because they had to use them. They had to use them.
Well, nobody.
So,
it's like they didn't have like the tools that we have now, where it's like you have electric sharpeners. Like everybody kind of knew back then. Like even like grandma might have known how to sharpen. You know, so
yeah, you see grandma spitting on that old whetstone, and
that's the way I was taught.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That's why my dad used to do it. Spit on the stone.
Yeah,
but, it's a lost
I watched my uncle do that.
It's a lost art, man. I mean, I love sharpening channels. I actually just sit around and listen to them. I'll be doing something else, but I'll listen in the background. Or if I really hear something that I don't know what you're talking about, I'll be like, "What?" and I'll pay attention. And I love when people start learning how to sharpen and then they get serious about it. Then I just want to like show them more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually bought, I don't know how many people, knife sharpeners and stones and stuff like that, just so they could start. But I should probably do more sharpening videos. I just don't do a bunch of them. I do more like reviews, show and tells type things. But every now and then I'll do a sharpening video. But I think it's very cool. Like what you do, especially with like doing it all the time. Like people know where to go if they want to learn something. Head over to NEEVES Knives. Hop on his channel. You'll find a sharpening video.
Yeah, and if anybody has a channel, you know, if you make a video on a topic where there can be multiple parts and with sharpening there almost always is, you can take that video and chop it up into 5 shorts and then just post those little parts that so people that they're like, I already know this. So then they can only see this part, and then that's the part that they need to learn, and they can find that. That's going a long way, I think, because I think the algorithms changed quite a bit, where now you almost need to repurpose your videos, like where it's like if you film the video, that doesn't mean, say if it did like shit, that doesn't mean anything. You could redo that video and post it again, and all of a sudden it'll blow up. So what's cool, like I said, is you can take the video you already posted, you can chop it up into say 5 or 6 or 10 different shorts and then post those. So now you're going to, get 10 times the view count you would have, which is better for you in the algorithm. So
that's a good idea. And there's a local church that asked me to make a 5-minute video on how to sharpen a knife. And they was going to send it to their youth and let the young guys learn how to sharpen. And I thought to myself,
that's amazing.
How in the heck am I going to show them in 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5-minute thing gonna happen.
That's a lot. I'm gonna have to chop the heck out of that thing. But
yeah, I mean that's so.
You just have to teach them the basics in 5 minutes.
One way to do that is if you've ever now the short feed is 3 minutes up to 3 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So like for short form content, it's up to 3 minutes on YouTube. But before it was only 60 seconds. So if you wanted to do anything in 60 seconds, man, you had to cut a lot out.
Yeah.
Because like when you were done with whatever, even though you were like, man, okay, I got it within 60 seconds, you'll put all your clips in there and it's like 5 minutes. And you're like, okay, how can I cut this up to fit? You make it, and when you finally get it done, it actually works out pretty good because that's the way people's attention span is just bang, 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 right through the thing. I think if you plan on doing a video like that, you can definitely get it within 5 minutes. But it's going to be a lot of cuts, chop out anything that doesn't, that's too much detail, But sometimes that's why I like some videos where I can just give all the little details because that's what people are wanting sometimes. They need the little details, which take time.
Yeah. And I mean, you could explain, you could explain just holding your angle for 10, 15 minutes. I mean, honestly,
I do sometimes.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I get asked. How do you hold your angle? Mm-hmm. So And there's all kind of different ways to skin a cat, as long as you get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, there's no right and wrong way to sharpen. I mean, if you get the knife sharp and the end result, I mean, that's fine. As long as it don't look like trash and you got it sharp, you're good to go.
Yeah, and at first, everybody's gonna kind of do like shit at first. That's with anything in life. Anything you first start, you're not gonna be that good at it. So you just keep doing it, and you wind up getting better and better. But yeah, you're right. People they grew up using different tools and stuff. So some people's muscle memory is just going to be a little different. They're going to be more comfortable doing it. That's why I never get upset if somebody's like, I like to do it like this. It's like, cool. If that's what works for you, do it, because that's what it's about, and your body and the tools you've used throughout your life, are going to be different than mine. So you might be better at doing it that way than I would be. So
I remember when I was, I guess it was probably about 5, 6, might have been longer years ago, that I decided, I done made up my mind, I'm going to learn every way to sharpen that I could do. So
that's what I did
whether
too.
it was holding the stone in my hand, whether it was on the table, whether it was with both hands, whether it was, it doesn't matter. The same principles almost still apply on everything. It's just the way you feel it and the way you do it. But I made myself learn how to do different disciplines of sharpening. And if you do that, it makes it so much easier when you finally get comfortable with one thing. You know what I mean? And then you kind of play around with it, and you get kind of addicted after that. I mean, I love knives, and I could say I'm addicted to knives. I mean, I have a whole YouTube channel. I'm not a normal person. None of us right here are normal people.
It's undeniable now.
I'm normal.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
But yeah, I mean, you could get pretty addicted to this sharpening thing, man, and it's like an endless rabbit hole. And I seen somebody comment earlier on here. They said something about, I get this, and then they come up with something new, and you got to buy that, and then you got to buy the next thing. Well, you really don't. I mean, if it gets you sharp, you don't have to. I mean, they make new cars every year. You don't buy a new car every single year at the same make and model. I mean, if it gets you where you want to go, you're good with what you got.
Yeah. I would say that, the only time that's going to happen is when you've tried to buy the absolute cheapest shit. That's when that happens. But if you got good stuff, just because something else comes out next year, you don't have to get it. If your stuff's good already, just keep rolling with it.
Dude, I just dropped $900 on a knife. I'm not normal.
What knife was it?
I bought a Mojave.
Okay. Yeah. That's the best one of 2025, man. The best knife of 2025. I keep saying it. It is such a good knife, man. It's such a good knife.
Dude, it's becoming my favorite. I carried it with me today. Oh my God. I love this thing.
That detent, man.
The detent is so on point with this thing.
And that's why I'm going to do that too. Something, well, not that exact type, but something similar. I'm gonna start incorporating detent posts into my knives instead of because that's a flat ceramic ball, so he hand flattens all of those balls. And you got to think about it. That's got to be tough. Those little tiny ceramic balls, flattening them, and he does it on a diamond plate. That's crazy.
But look at the backspacer. How he puts the milling in the backspacer. You got to be confident in your fucking blade centering to do that. That takes a lot of skill. You gotta be really fucking confident to do that shit.
You're not hiding nothing.
No.
If it's off a little bit, it will look like a lot. So
exactly. I'm like, holy shit. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, man, he's confident in what he's doing. I like that shit. I'm like, hell yeah. I haven't even reviewed it yet. I got it in. I couldn't even wait to do an unboxing video. I just opened it. I was like, hell yeah. Could not wait for that.
I think it's awesome. So they were a balisong company, right? So he recently did the Sonora, then he did the Mojave. So those are his first two folding knives. Same thing with Squid. Squid did the same thing. They have their first. Well, there's another guy. Man, I'm an idiot. I can't think of the name of it right here. I just talked to him yesterday for the first time, and we're setting it up, and he's going to send me one of his. He's just made his first folder, and he comes from the balisong world too. I think we're seeing a lot of these guys who have created a space in the balisong world. Now we're coming over to the folding knife world, because they see there's a huge market. And if they're able to do the types of work they could do on the balisongs, of course they could do it in folders. And I'll tell you what, so far, everybody I've seen does incredible work that comes from that world. I don't know what it is, why, but whatever it is, man, I love it.
Yeah, dude. This is my first machine wise, and I've been eyeing their work for a while now. It was between the Sonora and the Mojave, but the Mojave had just something about it that was appealing to me, and I was like, bro, I got to pull the trigger on it.
Where did you get it?
As soon as I got it in hand, it was all over.
Where'd you get it? Did you get it from him or from?
No, I got this from. I got this from DLT.
DLT. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah,
they had the configuration that I wanted on them.
Yep, they had the configuration that I wanted on DLT. I had points, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting it from. So I got the grenade pattern on there, which I thought was pretty sick.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, so the micro milling that he does on the backspacer.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude.
Does your fuller have micro machining, or is yours?
Yes.
Yours a stonewash? It does, right? Yeah. Look at that. That's so badass. Yes. I've never seen a guy do that or a company.
And what I love about it is whenever I'm going to middle finger flick it, it gives me more grip.
Yep.
To middle finger flick it. I love that.
Yeah.
I freaking love intentional. That. Yes. I love everything about this knife.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
I was like, where has this been all my life?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I know. Right when I first opened it, I was like, oh shit, man. Oh shit. It fucking
everything
again,
from the packaging. Everything from the packaging. I was like, when I opened it, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute, is this a bit driver? This is everything I need to take it apart. And I'm like, is this T10? This isn't no T6 shit. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a T20.
Yeah.
Yeah, they or whatever it is. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's T20 or T15, but yeah, it's incredible, man. When you because when you get to those types of knives, it doesn't have to be just one of those. It can be from a Reat, a weave. When you get something and you fucking open it up and you're like, oh, this is what I've envisioned being so awesome, right? And you finally get it, you feel it, because you'll go through like 10 knives where it's like, well, this didn't quite add up to the hype I had in my brain. And then you start lowering your expectations, you know, and you're like, well, I'm not going to be so super hyped on this next one. I know everybody loves it, but I'm going to lower my expectations. And then you like it, but it still doesn't peak that. Then you'll get these ones where your expectations were somewhat high and it just far exceeds it. And you're like, fuck, this is why I love these things.
And the thing was, I went into it because I wasn't sure what to expect. Like I've been eyeing it, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna like it. I'm pretty sure but I'm not sure. And then when I got it, I was just fucking blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. Now I'm like eyeing a Sonora. I'm like, okay, now I gotta get a Sonora. I'm like, what the fuck else are they gonna come out with? Like I've got to have one of everything that this dude puts out because they're doing some amazing shit.
Have you tried Squid's folder?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
It's literally almost identical to Machine Wise. He helped them with it. So
really,
yeah, the action, the detail.
Do you know
everything.
What's it called? What's it called?
It's called the oh man, Squid Industries Surf. The Surf. SURF. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna look that up.
Can you look it up
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I want to look at it.
Jay's got us.
I got one not too far from me right now. I could grab if I need to.
Oh shit!
So it's an integral. It's an aluminum integral. And listen, that button lock is not like other fucking button locks. I keep telling people, I watch my abuse video. I abused the shit out of that thing. I mean, I thought it was going to break. I told him, I contacted Squid. I talked to him on the phone. And I told him, I said, listen, man, I'm planning on doing this video. And I just want you to know, like, that I'm going to do like an indestructible test. Like, I'm going to try to, break it. And he's like, okay, go for it. I said, but I just want to make sure you'll give me another one if I do. And he said, yeah, I got you. So I was like, all right, now I'm okay with beating the fucking shit out of it, because if it does break, at least I'll get a new one.
I like that it has thumb studs. I like that. I like it.
Another one from the ballad song world, and Squid's very popular over there. So you know what? Anytime you have a company, I think that's going to be very popular in other industries, there's a reason why, right? It's like obviously his integrity and what he wants from his work, or his, whatever he's making is at a high level for everybody to love him. And Squid's been one of the most famous ballad song makers, in America, in the world, for a few years. So.
Damn it, Jared! I think you're selling me on this damn knife right here. I like
Squid Industries Surf.
And so that's just like the Sonora. If you try the only difference is the Sonora is a flipper only. That one has the thumb studs.
Okay.
And the price.
And the one's titanium. That one's aluminum. So that one is aluminum, but it's an integral. The other one is titanium, not an integral.
Okay.
I like this stuff right here.
But if you got them both in hand, you'd understand what I mean about them feeling very, very similar.
Jay, I caught that. You see what Jay's doing?
I'm gonna have to sizzle it. I have to sizzle it, baby.
We mess with Damon because he calls it sizzle instead of sizzle.
Because he can't fucking speak. That's why. I tell him that shit all the time.
Hey, it's the Mexican side coming out, man.
Whatever.
That's funny.
Somebody
had a question for you, Jared. Let's see where it is. Where is the question? Justin says, Jared, is it cheaper to get stroppy stuff off your site or directly from them?
Same price.
Okay.
Same price. Well, I mean, I guess cheaper because we already have them here in the U.S. If you buy them there, I'm not sure how they do the shipping on those for individual ones. So I would imagine probably cheaper because you're not going to have to pay that. We charge the exact same. So, if you buy it through us, it's going to be the same price. You just might have to pay the shipping through them. So I'm obviously going to recommend buying it through us. So,
yeah. As soon as I get off this live, I'm about to buy some stroppy stuff in that strop.
I'm looking for that damn surf.
The pink.
I know, I'm looking for the surf too. Hey, Jared, you got a discount code for that surf? Can I type in NEEVES knives?
Don't think so, but you can check my video on it though. I have the video of the new one because he did a new version of it, which was a little bit upgraded. And then I have my abuse one. I don't remember if I had a discount code or not. You can always reach out to him and see.
Yeah, I like
I'm sure
surf.
he would. He's a great guy, man. He really is.
Well,
he's a young guy too, very young.
I'm known to buy shit during a live, so I'm like, I'm about to pull that trigger right now.
Yeah. He's sitting there in the cart.
No shit, that's exactly what I was doing. I'm like, where the fuck is it? It's sold out. Like, okay, who else has it? Where the hell is this knife?
Yeah, next one is the Sonora, but the Sonora is quite a bit more expensive.
Yeah, dude, I'll get that. I'll get that too. I will. I'll pull the trigger.
Jared, what's your favorite deployment method?
Probably a reverse flick. Yeah, I'd say probably the reverse flick. I really love a front flipper as long as all the things are put together right. But there's nothing like, and I don't think there's anything faster than the reverse flick. I used to think it was a flipper tab. Now, one thing I love about a good flipper is that if I want to get somebody to feel the quality of a knife that maybe doesn't have 10 million knives, a flipper is the best way to do it, because if I can hand them a front flipper, they can't do it. A reverse flick, they're not going to be able to do. But a flipper, they can actually feel the detent and feel the action. So I do appreciate a good flipper. But when you do get down the reverse flick, man, there's just nothing like, just a good rapid reverse flick. I mean, it's especially when the hole's done right and everything is in place, the detent's good. That's the best way, in my opinion.
So your holes over thumb studs?
Not necessarily. I mean, it depends on the knife. There's some knives I hated the whole version. I like the thumb stud version. Just depends. But I'd say that if it's the best of both, probably the whole deployment, but I love me a good thumb stud action, especially for the thumb flick. But if you can get a whole deployment that's just as good on the thumb flick as the reverse flick, then it's money. But usually same goes for thumb studs too. Like if it's really good with the thumb flick, it's usually really good with the reverse flick. So on a thumb stud.
Nice.
I like a combination. How about that? Give me a combination.
There you go. There you go.
The whole with the
Gareth
studs.
Bull. Oh, I want the damn Shamwari. That
was the one that I was interested in, was the Shamwari. Yep. Same.
Yeah, he's got some nice ones.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
So
Real
what's
nice, man.
what's down the pipe for Neve Knife Co?
We have multiple knives in the works. We have prototypes. We have the prototype of the double detent crossbar lock knife on the way right now. That's the second. I don't know how it is. I'm hoping it's from what I can see, because I did a lot of changes on it. It looks like they hit them all out of the park, but I don't know how the action's going to be. So we'll see. And then I have like 4 or 5 other designs in the works as well. And then we just received our shanks. We only have like 10 of them. And then we also received some shivs. So we have some shivs and some shanks I'm sharpening up, and we'll have them on the site here then the next week or something, as soon as I can finish them all up. Here's one of the shanks. It's got the blue twill carbon fiber with the side cut, with the cross cut micarta. So, and then this is Crewwear 65 HRC heat treated by Steve Kalari. So it's Steve Kalari's heat treatment, my design. Ryan Mazzetti built them, and then I sharpened them. And then also we have a custom hand-done sheathing. You look, this piece right here, I had my buddy make these pieces so that I can mount my offender clip on there. This is hand sewn into the leather.
Yeah.
Then there's a piece of G10 underneath this, and then that's hand sewn all the way around. So in that G10, I'll tell you what, man, it does something. So the fit is nice and tight every time.
Right.
At least it seems. And then there's a couple different versions of this. We have some with cross-cut carbon fiber and cross-cut micarta, and then the blue twill and micarta. So these are going to be done pretty soon. And then, like I said, then the shivs, which are similar blade shape, but they're much smaller. And then I do have a production version of these coming or in the works. And I also want to do a folding version.
Dude, a folding version of that would be sick.
Shank looks badass.
One thing I'm working on right now is my interpretation, or I should say my vision of a shilling cutter. That it's going to be a while. It's just now being introduced to companies, but I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
In the far future.
Hell yeah.
Badass.
So I'm
Shiv, is that a collaboration with Waxwing?
The Shiv is, yeah. The Shiv is with Waxwing, and then this one's me, Steve Kalari, and Ryan Mazzetti.
dude, tell everybody your experience working with Trevor. Is he badass or what?
He's been awesome. He's a younger guy, so he's only been making knives for however long, a couple of years. So he doesn't have everything down pat, but he's honest about that. Like say when we were doing the shivs, he'd never done a hollow grind before. And I was telling him, well, I'd like to have a hollow harpoon. And he's like, well, I'll try it, right? And he knocked it out of the park. But the fact that he was just honest about it, right? And it's like, hey, I'm not sure if I can pull this off. So he knows what he can do and what he can't do and what he's confident with, which I like to hear. I want to know what you're going to be confident on or not. And, so that my expectations aren't, ruined. But he's done a great job, man. He's awesome. He's been up front with everything. Really easy to work with, really easy to communicate with. You can get a hold of him right away. Which is all great things, and because some people, in companies, they can be a little bit tougher to talk to, tougher to get a hold of. You might not be able to talk directly to them. You might be having to talk to somebody else, which isn't always a bad thing, but it sucks if you just have no ability to really relay the message. Like I'll tell you what, I've had a lot of struggles with trying to get somebody to understand my vision on something, or like just some little, and it could be something I could draw on paper, but it's like it's difficult to relay that message. So he's been really awesome, really easy to work with. I like him.
Right.
Yeah, we've done the collaboration with him, dude. I don't think I could have worked with a better person. Like as far as communication went, that's why I was wondering about your experience with him. Like he's there, he listens to what you want, and he gives you what you want. You know what I mean? He's pretty honest too, like you said, like what he's done, what he's not done, and he was awesome to work with. I don't think I could work with anybody better than that.
Yeah, it was awesome. And
he's
then
so young,
he
man.
also sent us.
Yeah,
he also sent us like pictures and videos like throughout the whole process, making our collab.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, same here. And that's another part, man. Like he's keeping you up to date the entire time, letting you know exactly what's going on. If there is a little issue, what he's running into, you know, which I always expect issues. You know, I don't think anybody that's ever been in any industry isn't going to, like, if you hear it's going to take 30 days, you're like, all right, I plan for 45. You know, you know what I mean? Like, you're always going to be that way. So, but yeah, and he's great, man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, Jared, we're hitting up on an hour, so we're going to go ahead and go into our last segment. And usually, what it is, it's like it's quick fire questions. I think I told you about it. Unless you've actually watched the show, it's kind of hard to really know exactly what's coming at you. But these probably have nothing to do with knives. We're just going to go through, take turns asking.
I'll talk about anything. I'm an open book, so I'll talk about whatever.
We're good. So Damien's going to start. And then Chris, then me.
I get to go first this time?
Damien, Chris, then me.
All right. Coffee or energy drink?
Coffee.
Early bird or night owl?
Both.
Oh, man.
Oh,
both? You look wired up, man. Like you're ready to go.
I prefer to do the mornings, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of nights I'm up pretty damn fucking late.
Yeah. I don't think
regretting it, knowing I got 3 hours to sleep.
I don't think I've ever seen you sit still. Top Gun or Roadhouse?
Built for it. Excuse me?
Top Gun or Roadhouse?
Roadhouse.
Tell me why.
I grew up on both of them. But and I'm talking about the original Roadhouse. I didn't like the new one. The new one I thought was fucking shit. It actually disappointed me big time.
I haven't even watched
it. It sucks, man. Don't watch it. It ruins it for you, man.
They should have called it
the original one. You know, my dad was a bouncer. You know, I lived a pretty rough life, so you know, fighting was just like a normal daily fucking thing. And so, you know, I don't know. I just kind of like that. I resonate more with that. In that lifestyle more than, you know, fighter planes.
Same, bro. Same. I'm Irish, dude. We knew fighting was all that we had.
Go ahead, Damien.
A good cigar or a good steak?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the healthy way. I like me a good steak, but I do like me a good cigar too. But a good steak is always, you know, great. And I like steak, so I'll eat it every day if I could.
How do you take it?
What's one of your favorite cigars?
So man, I have a few, but I'm trying to think of the name of it. There's what is it? Is it? Oh, it's like Olive or whatever. I can't think of the name of it. And then man, I did a video. Oh, Eagle Rares. The Eagle Rares. I really like those. Eagle Rares are really good.
I'm gonna write this down.
I've been trying a lot of different stuff. So some of the stuff I can't remember the name of because I only bought it once, you know, but they were expensive. But the Eagle Rares I've gotten a couple times. So those ones are right on top of my head. Then there's another one, Olivia. That's what it is, Olivia. Those are pretty good. Certain ones, not all of them. Have been some that I didn't like. I like personally for me, I like a medium. Not a super strong one. I like the mediums. I like to really taste the flavors and stuff. And I like a good, you know, puff. But with any cigar, the number one thing, man, is going to be the way you light it. That can make or break the cigar. If you don't light it correctly, it's not going to taste nowhere near as good as if you stoke it and get it going before you ever start puffing on it.
Yeah. And do you use butane? You use a butane lighter?
Torch, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever tried a Troya?
No, I don't think so. Is it? Is it?
It's a Cuban cigar that they used to sell here in the States, but around like 2005, they discontinued selling them in the States, so now it's just in Cuba. But my father-in-law, he had a few Troyas that he gave me one day for I think it was like Christmas or something. He gave me like 5. So I've been saving those for like special occasions. Those Troyas, oh, they're so damn good, man.
Yeah,
So
I used to get Cubans all the time.
Troya, pick one up.
I used to get the Cubans all the time. I used to give them, or for like gifts and stuff. I had a connection through one of my uncles, and I'd always buy them and give them away and stuff. But they are they are technically illegal, so you get rolled with one of those in your damn ashtray. I don't know what would happen. It happened to me one time, but they didn't do anything about it, which was cool. But yeah, man, there's so many great cigars out there, man. Like, and when you find like the size you like and just like the flavor, and yeah, it's awesome. I enjoy a good cigar. I think the best ones are going to be from like Nicaragua. They make some good ones.
Bahia is really good. Bahia Maduro, that was really good.
Yeah. I actually got. I recently got some of those.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's really good.
Favorite movie you've watched way too many times?
Fuck. So here's a classic one. I watched it too many times because me and my brother grew up on it, and so it's an oldie. But From Dusk Till Dawn, that was a badass movie.
Yeah.
I remember watching
how it flips like halfway through the movie. That's fucking
a whole different movie. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like 2 different movies in one. Yeah,
it was badass.
I wish they would have done like a prequel.
I know. I was like always waiting for one of those. I was always waiting. But the only thing is they would have to have some of the same characters and stuff. I'm pretty sure they might have, but it was like a spin-off and it was stupid. But I've definitely had a lot of movies though that I've watched like you say like Casino, Goodfellas, those I've watched so many damn times. I probably know every word to it.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Worst movie you ever sat through?
Worst one? Well, recently would be that fucking Roadhouse.
I thought about that movie as soon as I seen it. I was like, if they didn't call it Roadhouse, I might like it. But once they called it Roadhouse, I'm like, there's no freaking way he's not Patrick Swayze, dude. It would have been okay.
That is so true.
But if it wasn't called Roadhouse, it would have been okay.
I probably would have liked it then. You're right. Yeah. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. If it would have been called anything else, I probably would have liked it. But the fact that it was supposed to be like a remake of Roadhouse, man, if you're gonna take a classic like that, it's kind of like Outsiders, right? The movie Outsiders, the book.
I
Outsiders.
love that movie.
If you're gonna remake that shit, you better do it right.
Oh yeah,
you better do it right because that is a book I read over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Have y'all seen
one of the only books I've ever read?
Ryan said, "Have y'all
one
seen
of the
Lawless?
Few?" What's that?
Ryan asked, "Have y'all seen Lawless?"
I love that movie too. That movie's good. Shia LaBeouf.
I just can't think of it.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy and who? Because he's done a bunch of movies recently, man. Tom Hardy, I'll tell you what, anything with him basically the last couple of years, man, is fire.
Yeah.
He's a great actor. I like him.
Damien?
We froze?
He lost his spot.
Froze.
I thought everybody was fucking with me.
I gotta scroll down here. You have playlists or just shuffled chaos?
What do you mean?
Music.
I don't know. I didn't write the question.
Music? I just look up stuff and play it. Whatever's next, they usually know pretty much what I'm about to play next, and but we do have some playlists and stuff.
What do you listen to? What music you listen to?
I listen to everything, man. I really mean that because I grew up on a lot of rap, and then I also grew up on a lot of rock. So like, and also my mom was country. So I'd walk into one house and it was all country. Walk into another house, it was all, rock and roll, and then oldies and stuff. My mom really liked oldies. And then, walk into another room and it's all gangster rap. So
Right.
I'm kind of a little bit of everything.
Is there a song? Is there a song that you'll never skip, no matter what, when it comes on?
Oh shit! I'm sure there's a few. There's probably a lot of them. Man, that's a good question. I'm sure there is. It'd be hard for me to pick which one because I have like 125 different songs going through my head. But yeah, I'm sure there is. I know sometimes like when you haven't heard a song in a long time, and it pops up, and then it's so hard. You can't get past it. You got to listen to it.
Right.
You like physical buttons or touchscreen?
Ooh. I like touchscreen now as long as it's fucking working for me, because I'll tell you what, when it doesn't, I start getting angry and I start getting poked. So because you can't tell if it knows you're fucking touching it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, do I have to push harder? But no, normally I like it though, if it's as long as it's working well. What angle should I sharpen my Tuckamore at? Go with 17 degrees per side. I personally would go 15 on mine, but that's not going to be a tough edge. So depending on what you do with it, if you're somebody who hits staples or it's, things sometimes is a little bit tougher on your apex, then go 17 degrees and then see if you like that. That'll be a very sharp edge with a decent amount of toughness. But if you go down to 15 degrees, it's going to be a super sharp edge, but it's not going to have any toughness. So you can microchip it or roll it if you're not careful.
What's your favorite blades? What's your favorite blade steel to sharpen, and what's your worst?
K390 is probably my favorite to sharpen. K390 or Crewwear, Rex 45, fucking love those. 4V, love those steels. Even Magnacut. Magnacut's great too. My worst is no name stainless steel. Just stainless. But if you want like an actual steel name, I would say shitty Damascus, like the Damascus, where it's like they just mix stuff together, because removing the burr is like impossible, because the heat treatment on across the entire blade, some of the material is heat treated right, and then other parts are different because they didn't use something that works well together. And you'll feel it. You'll literally feel it going across the stone. And then when you're trying to deburr, which is when you're going to feel it the most, you'll notice certain parts of that edge are just like the burr, which will not come off. So that can be a nightmare.
Right on. I got a question. And it's a very serious question, bro.
I love it.
All right. There's a wrong fucking answer.
All right.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, he's the best guest. He's the best guest.
My favorite pizza in the world, my favorite pizza, and I'm talking about like I'm addicted to it. A few weeks ago or a couple months ago, we were going to get a pizza and I couldn't find a place with this, so I wound up getting hamburgers because I couldn't get this. But what I like is I get pepperoni, pineapple, banana peppers, which is the main thing, and then olives. And I'll tell you what, man, it is amazing.
Have you ever tried sausage and banana peppers?
I would eat it. I'll tell you that. I'll eat the shit out of that. The banana peppers is like the best part on there. For some reason,
I love banana peppers. I fucking hate pineapple. I hate pineapple on pizza.
Oh.
Fucking hate
the banana peppers.
I hate it. I love banana peppers. I'm Italian. I'm half Italian. I'm half Italian. I'm half Irish.
I'll eat them out of the jar.
I hate fucking pineapple on pizza. It's not that I have anything against pineapple. I have it against it on pizza.
Yeah. Some people do, man. I feel like you are like, it's either you do or you don't like it.
Yeah. I don't have, it's not that I have anything against pineapple. I like pineapple. I just don't like it on pizza. Yeah. I just don't think it
Probably the
belongs on
Italian
pizza.
side of you, because I guarantee my stepfather, he's Italian, my brother's Italian, and he would say the same thing. He would be like, "Nah, fuck that. It doesn't belong." But
That's not fucking pizza to me. That's not pizza. Yeah.
Dude, pizza. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've ate a pizza topping that I didn't like on there. Like, I'll eat anything on a freaking pizza. I think.
Me too, for the most part. I've never tried sardines, but I would.
I would try it. I haven't tried it, but I would.
It's salty.
It's salty as hell. Yeah, it's salty.
Oh, yeah, I've never had it. So
You gotta have fucking.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Jared, favorite fast food place? No shame.
favorite fast food. Fuck, man. Lately, it's been Culver's. If I'm gonna do it, but
the cheese.
But when you say
curd,
fast food,
cheese
I'm thinking
curds at
of.
Culver's.
Well, I'm thinking of places like I like Five Guys. Like Five Guys is what I'd say probably my favorite. Five Guys, because I don't know, like if we're talking about like the major chains that every place has, like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, stuff like that. But probably Five Guys, I think.
It's expensive, Jared.
You guys have Five Guys?
He's got a point.
Yeah.
Like it depends on because otherwise I can name a place right now none of you guys would even know of in fucking.
We have Five Guys. We have Five Guys.
Oh, I know. That's why I picked something that people will know. But there's some stuff like I could say right now that I know a lot of people aren't going to know.
Where are you at, Jared?
I'm in the Chicago area.
You're in Chicago? Yeah, so you probably got shit that I don't know.
Oh, so you got
got a
deep
lot of
dish over there.
Food then is amazing here. You will know. Fuck deep dish. Fuck deep dish.
Oh, you
I don't
like it?
that.
You don't like eating it with the fork and
Fuck
knife?
no. Fuck no. It's not pizza to me. It's something different. It shouldn't even be called pizza. It should be called something different.
No, and then from the Italian side too, that deep dish shit, that's not pizza either. That's not a pie, bro.
Right.
That's not a pie. No,
Well,
I agree.
Where are you from, Jared? Originally?
Here.
Chicago.
Really? And you don't like deep dish? Oh, I know
Nope.
a lot of people from Chicago, and they rave about the deep dish.
Yeah, they're wrong.
that's a Chicago thing. That's not an Italian thing.
Yeah, but see, it's the thing is that like if you like a good pizza, you can't get a deep dish and then think that it's going to be the same because it's not. It's like it's a thick like pie, like it's just like a filling. So it's like eating like lasagna. So think of it just like eating lasagna. It's literally, it might as well be called fucking pizza lasagna. But when I want a pizza, I'm thinking of a nice big triangle or a nice big square piece. You know, a little bit of flop, a little bit of crispiness. You know, I want a real pizza.
You're making me hungry as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched this dude that reviews pizza, and he does it by the flop, by a little bit of crispiness.
Yeah.
How it is, does it fold right? You know, like that's what you want.
The one bite guy.
Yeah, the one bite guy, but he always does like fucking 3 whenever he does it. Yeah. He calls it one bite. Yeah.
Everybody knows the rules.
Big Ham said something about Chicago style thin crust, and he's right. We do have some. We have thin crust that'll like you'll feel the crisp, and then it just melts in your mouth. Yeah. It's so thin. We do have some really good thin crust pizza places.
So being from Chicago, I might know what you're about to answer, but Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, fucking Jordan!
Come on.
Yeah, if anybody ever picked LeBron, we'd have to kick him off the fucking show.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that would. I mean, it'd have to be like a teenager or something, I think, if they were gonna.
Yeah, it'd be
somebody that's like living under a rock.
Well, somebody who's never really, you know, because if you lived through Jordan, then you really know because you watched him. And back then, it was way different as far as like the amount of viewers, how popular it was in schools and everything. Like I think they said I forget the percentage, but it is down like by a massive amount. So like if you can understand like the type of I say the type of stress that those basketball players had, you know, fist fighting all the time and like real dirt. Like you had to be a superstar out there if you were going to be somebody like Michael Jordan, and he was so good. You know, especially when you start putting together, you know, other good teammates like the Dream Team and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, somebody asked me what my favorite locking system was I seen, and right now it is probably, and I don't want to take credit for it because I can't, but I'm gonna. The top liner lock is a button compression lock, and when Spyderco's patent was coming up on it, I knew that it was about to drop, but about to end, and when it did, I told all the companies, I said, whoever does this first, I said, everybody's going to love it as long as you do a button version of the compression lock. Vosti did it, and you guys see it's been amazing. People love it. The button, I have a button frame lock here, which is also really good. So I can use it just like a frame lock. I can use it literally just like a frame lock, or I can use it just like a button lock. So I really like that, having two different ways to close it. And they did give you lock bar access and everything. So it's like a comfortable disengagement. It's not like one you have to fight for, or the button. I think that that's great, but this is not going to be as strong as a compression lock because a compression lock wedges between the stop pin and the tang of the blade back here. So it makes it to where, because of the stop pin, it makes it a lot more stable. So that'd probably be my favorite right now, but my ultimate favorite is going to be my new one when I use a damn a detemp post with a button compression lock. I think that is going to be, I'm hoping I can pull it off and get it out there before anybody else tries to think about it or steals it from me, because I think it's going to go crazy.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome.
The detent like you have on your Mojave.
Yeah.
With a compression lock. Imagine that.
That's what you sparked my interest. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
that's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
and
yeah.
You can have a strong detent with those too, because it's it's just like a liner lock essentially, as far as detent wise.
Then because the detent on this
in there. Ooh,
yes.
Crispy.
That's fucking sick.
And the reason why those are better, by the way, the reason why they're better is because, one, being a flat dome, the hole has to be bigger, right? So the surface area around the detent hole is bigger. And then when it's coming, like picture this is the side wall and there's a flat top here, as the thing's coming out of the hole, it goes like this, and then there's not a round end to go over. It just goes... Right, as soon as it breaks the detent, it's right over. So you have that crisp snap.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can feel that bitch whenever it breaks.
Mm-hmm.
It's oh my god. You guys you guys have to check one of these out. Like,
well, whenever you get done with your honeymoon with it, I want to check it out.
It's gonna be a long honeymoon because I'm caressing it for a minute.
You know who else has a flat detent though that's doing a really good job? I don't own one, but I've definitely tried them. Prince Customs. He uses the same thing I want to use on my compression, like a detent post. So that's a flat detent ball. He uses a detent post, and it's just. I mean, dude, it's so crispy.
Speaking of locking mechanisms, what do you think of the Hawk Talon? I was looking at that too. You love it? Yeah.
It's so the sound of it is like nothing else. It's like a ratchet or something. Like it's so. The only thing that sounds like it actually is the new Winter Blades knife. That kind of sounds like it. But
I was going to ask you about that one too, because I messaged him to find out what the price on those was, because I didn't know what the price on them was. I know they're dropping the 26, but I don't know what the fuck the price was. And I was like, I want to know so I can save my damn pennies so I can get one or whatever. And I was like, you haven't really fucked the price. I don't know what it is. So I messaged him and I was like, yo, bro, you gonna let me know what the price is? Or
right.
Yeah.
I don't know 100%, but
does he do that or no? He doesn't do that. He just puts the price up whenever he releases. I didn't know if he did, and I was just a fucking idiot and didn't see it or what.
Usually he does have it in the paperwork. I can't remember if I seen it in the paperwork he gave me. But it's probably going to be, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be $425 to $450. I don't know.
That's what I thought.
But I'm going to guess like $450. I'll say this, as somebody who's trying to do different things with some of the manufacturers overseas, it takes a very long time to do anything different. If you're going to do something that they have never done before, plan on having 2, 3, 4 prototypes going back and forth for a year and a half you know, maybe even 2 years. So anything he's got done, he's put a lot of work into. So that's why, like, if I seen a $500 price tag or something, I wouldn't think anything about it. I'd be like, good, because I know what he went through to get that done. I'm talking about like his prototypes. You know how much a fucking prototype is? Like for me, I got 3 fixed blades. Basically, this is made in the USA, but basically 3 of them. It was $1,200 for just a simple fixed blade, and that's overseas, not USA. I'm talking about from overseas. That's for the prototypes. So, you know, you're talking $400, $500, sometimes $600, especially if it's very unique and there's unique things. You're gonna have to buy, you know, multiple prototypes, and it can become, you know, a thing where it's like now you're not able, because if you're working on one thing, it's hard to be working on another thing. I know I'm working on like 3 or 4 right now, but there's some I would wanted to already be in the middle of, and I'm not, because I was trying to do stuff that wasn't the norm. You know what I mean? So now it's like, instead of me being where I would think I would already have my knives and be able to be selling them right now, I'm still waiting because I'm waiting for the second prototype, and then I still have to get the production. So like I said, it'll back you up a year if you're trying to do something different. Just know that everything will be slower. Everything will take way much more time and money.
Okay.
So that's why, like, and I understand now, because I used to think, like, why don't people sit here and try doing all this innovative shit? They've tried. They lose money. They run out of money is what happens. They run out of money and time is what happens.
I guess because I'm not behind the scenes looking at it. I never thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I've seen bits and pieces of that. You know, I've had a peek behind the curtain, and I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never gotten a full view before. You know what I mean? So like hearing it, I'm like, damn, dude, that's fucking insane. You know what I mean? Like, so much time, so much money put into something, and then especially when you hear people start bitching about the price. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why is it this fucking expensive? Why is it this? Why is it that? Well, look how much this is, years of time and money and investment that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into. You know what I mean? It's got to be a certain price to where this
it can be competitive.
To be competitive, to put food on the fucking table, to make profit, to put food on the fucking table. You know what I mean? I got to be able to make money off of this shit. So, like, what do you want?
I mean, I love it when I see somebody doing something innovative. I know I want to do that too, and I'm fighting like hell to do it. And I'm hoping once I get over this next hump with this locking system and D10 system, I hope that things really take off after that, because I put so much work into it. But it makes me really understand now from other companies' perspectives on that have done something new or something different or something unique, how much trouble they went through to do that and to bring it to you. So I think it's awesome. And I think we should keep striving for that. But yeah, I mean, when you see this, what I don't like right now, and I'm starting to call it out, is the same old again and again and again and again. And it's like, do we really need a G10 or Micarta 14C28N Benchmade bug out lookalike that's a liner lock? Right? Yeah. Like, do we really need another one of those? Like, when there's like 500 of them on the market right now, the exact same. Like, if I showed you 10 of them, you wouldn't know which companies is which, because there's so many of them.
Came out today, just like it.
It's so freaking oversaturated right now. Yeah. And kudos to people like Brian that's putting out something truly innovative. You know what I mean? That's got a crazy locking system on it. You know, that's something that we've never seen before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if you're going to do something the same, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing another frame lock or liner lock, but there's ways to make it different, right? But when it looks identical to everything, I'm talking about fucking everything the same, like, come on, like, we don't need another one of those. You should have done something like something extreme, like, I don't know, a stupid thin blade with a super deep hollow grind, or, you know, maybe a crazy steel or something different that just separates it from everything else. Kind of like, Big Idea. God, I think this, no, it's not. Big Idea, when they did this little knife, This is a very simple looking knife. Like there's nothing too crazy about it. Like it's just this little guy right here. But what they did was they put this, just like a Chris Reeve knives, the ceramic ball is a big one, and it's the detent and the lock face. So what you're getting is bearing action in this crispy break, kind of like a flat D. I thought it was a flat detent ball, but I found out, no, it's just that it's up so high because it's the lock face, just like a Chris Reeve Sabenda. So this thing has it has a snap to it. When you grab it and you flick it open, you instantly are like, something's different about this. And you're like trying to figure out like something is different. I like it, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. And that's what it is. And it's so glassy. It feels like something that like was handmade and hand tuned for months. So like just a little detail like that. Like, and I know it's like, oh, just a little detail, but it really is. It's not that big of a difference. Like what they just moved the ceramic detent up onto the top of the lock face instead of in the middle. But that changed everything, you know.
Details make the biggest difference.
What's that?
You're breaking up.
The biggest difference.
The biggest difference in what?
He said details make the biggest difference.
Oh, detail. Yeah, every time. You could have two of the same exact knives that look identical, but one is really good and one you throw in the garbage.
Yeah.
It's just the little details that matter, for sure.
Yeah, and I usually like supporting companies that are not doing the same old stuff that you've asked them not to do. You know what I'm talking about? Like say for example, you get a knife and the pocket clip has screws that are sticking up, and you can't even get them in your pants. And everybody's saying, I don't like that. Then you get T6 screws all the way around. You get a T6 pivot screw. Like, why are you still doing this? You're just trying to put out anything. You're just trying to here's a knife.
Well, the two worst ones for me right now, the worst ones, and everybody's going to think I'm going to say plunge grind, but the two worst ones are them putting a stop pin right where I need to sharpen, or number two, giving me no lock bar access. Like that to me, there's knives, man. I'll get my hand, I'll flick it a couple times, and I just want to fucking throw it across the room because it just drives me nuts how painful it is to try to close it. Like, why would I ever want to? Like, how did you get this in your hand and say, "Yep, good, make them"?
Yeah.
How did you ever get to that point without saying we should make sure this thing can disengage a little bit easier? So that, and then also when a stop pin lands directly right here in the closing position, and now it's like, oh, so when I sharpen it, now my edge is going to get dented every time I sharpen it, or it's going to chip, or it's going to have detent lash now. Like, this is a knife. Like, you made something just to sell. You didn't make something for anybody to appreciate, use, or to use like a tool. So that says a lot. Yeah, I'm starting to, that's something I'm really, because at first I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just didn't know. They don't sharpen. They're knife makers. They're not sharpeners. But now that I've said it 100 times over and over and over, and it's been brought to their attention, now don't do that no more. And when you see companies doing it, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, some people do all those things. They do all those things.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, what are you doing here? And then then they'll send it to somebody with a YouTube channel and be like, hey, review my knife.
Yeah.
You really sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's again, you're right. It's them just wanting to produce a knife just to do it and just to make money, not because they're passionate about knives.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you want to make money, but at least make money off of being passionate about the details, right? Like that's in that case, make all the money in the world, but care about your fucking product and the end user.
Yeah. Don't be a used car salesman. Just pumping out knives. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like that old that Matilda movie where he's pouring sawdust into, I think there's a transmission or something like that. And he's like, it's going to run great for about 2 miles. But after that, who cares, right? It's like, yeah.
Damn, you brought up Matilda?
I seen a clip on it the other day. That's why I thought of it because that's the truth, man. Like that's what it's like. It's literally like they're just trying to get the person to get it in their hand so that they bought it, and now the rest they don't care about. Just once, as long as they get it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I brought up Matilda.
I haven't seen that movie in forever, dude.
Me neither. Like I said, I seen that clip, and I can't think of the guy's name. He was the Penguin in Batman. What the hell? Danny DeVito? Is that what it is? Is it DeVito or
Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. We got a few more questions on here for you. Let's see. Concert or road trip?
Oh shit! Road trip.
Heck yeah, dude.
I love me a good road trip. But I mean, I like a good concert too. But I like a good road trip. Depends on who I'm going with, I guess. Like who's my crew.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes.
I've been on some great road trips.
That makes a difference on a road trip.
Yeah. I've been on some great road trips. I've also went to jail on some great road trips. That's a shitty time.
Shit.
That's a real bad time.
I don't want to go to jail out of town. Like,
no, that's the point. You do not. You definitely don't. Nobody does because you're considered a flight risk. When you're a flight risk, there's no such thing as a 10%. So you're not getting, like, say if it's $100,000 bond, there's no such thing as, or say 10,000. There's no such thing as $100 or $1,000. No, you got to pay that entire thing to get out. So, and they'll keep you there. They don't care. They don't care at all.
Damn, buddy, you've been through some shit, huh?
Fuck yeah, man. And it was over nothing, dude. Nothing. And the only reason why was on the way back from Florida, I wanted to see the mountains. So we were going to drive through the Appalachian Mountains, and yeah, didn't make it too far. So, and then I was since I was from out of town, I was a flight risk, and they locked me up in a cell with like 20 dudes in like a 10-man cell. So like the most packed crazy shit, and people are withdrawing, clawing their skins off. There's some guys that have been in there for like 3 months for an eighth of weed. Like I'm talking about like the worst scenario walking in, seeing these guys. The one good thing was I could smoke cigarettes. So that was the only good part about it.
I don't miss withdrawals, dude. I don't miss that shit.
No. Oh, especially, man, being locked up, that's even worse, man.
Yeah.
I'm planning escape when that happens.
Escape.
Yeah, I'm on my 12th year of sobriety, dude. I do not miss withdrawals, dude.
No, fuck no. That's what keeps me from doing it is the remembering the withdrawals. Yeah. I went through some really bad ones because at the end of my or the beginning of my probation, I was getting off and on because I was having drug tests. So I was trying to pass the drug test. So I would do drugs all the way up until 24 hours before I had a drug test. But then I was pushing the limit and I got it all the way down to 12 hours where I could do dope up until 12 hours before. And then I could still pass a drug test. And I had it down pat. So, but getting to that point took weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of me going through 24 hours of withdrawals, and it's just like, it makes you so fucking you feel like you're going through war every couple days. Like it's so like, it just makes you hate it so bad. And
my mom would buy me packs of drug tests from the fucking Dollar Tree and fucking keep buying them so I could fucking pee on them or whatever, so I could see if I'd pass or whatever, so I could give them to the fucking PO and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm good. Yeah. I can get this job now or whatever and shit. Like, God damn it, dude. I fucking hated that shit.
Oh man, dude, it's so horrible. I went through some heavy lengths, just like anybody does, you know, when you're like that, man, because the withdrawals, man, they bring you back every time. So I went through some battles, man, to pass them and to stay on it and you know, to get off of it, everything. So Yeah, man. Especially like I said, being on probation, man. I one time was locked in. I just got done with court, so you have to go to pretrial, which means you go from court to the drug test. And in this case, this is hooked up to the county jail. So you're in a locked area behind the jail. So like the police station's right here, the county jail's behind you, and you're locked in. There's no getting out. You cannot get out. It's all bulletproof locked doors. There's 2 doors, and one has to be unlocked by the police or buzzed by the police, and the other one is is the jail, right? And I'm in there, and I am dirty as fuck. There's like 0 chance I'm passing any drug test, 0 chance. And I'm sitting there, and there's a camera here, and I'm plotting the entire time my escape. Right? How the fuck am I escaping this? I got to get out of here, right? It's like I can't fail this. I got to get out, right? My nephew keeps poking his head around because he's my ride. I keep telling him, "Give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute." And then this kid, it's been a while. I'm acting like I can't piss. I'm acting like I'm drinking water and stuff. This kid comes and sits by me, and then I just got this like thought in my head, like, man, if I could get him to, because he's clean, I can tell. If I could get him to piss in a cup for me and to pass it on or do some, and then I started having to think like, well, how can I get that? Because they come in there with you. So like, it's like this whole thing where you got to go in the bathroom. He's standing right next to you. But this was the part that I found out, or I learned sitting there watching everything. He would allow you to pour it out once it got tested. So if you get tested, they check the temperature, and then they'd say, okay, pour it out. So I fucking went in the bathroom, act like I was trying to piss, and I wanted a whole bunch of paper towels and stuff, and I just tossed them right at the top of the garbage. And I begged him. I said, hey, man, I'll give you $100, bro, when you get out of here. If you when you dump that piss, you dump it in the garbage and not in the fucking toilet. And he did. And so nasty as it is to get the fuck out of there, I squeezed it in. I swiped a cup. I forgot that part. In order to, because it's not like they just let you sit there and hold your cup, but my cup was on top of the thing. So what I did was I swiped it and then fucking grabbed it, did that, then sat back down really quick. And I put my finger over so you couldn't see it. So it looked like an empty cup. And then I said, I'm ready. And I walked in there, acted like I was going, and flushed, and then he checked it, and I passed, and I was able to walk out. And right when I opened the doors, or they opened doors, and I came out, my nephew's standing like, how in the fuck did you get out of here? Like, what the fuck is going on? How did you ever pass that? But it's the levels that you'll go through to escape a situation like that. It is crazy. Especially somebody like me, man. I got a mind that can just I'm thinking of everything trying to get out of there. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail today. Let's do this in a couple days. Not today, though.
Let's do this in a couple days. That was like when I OD'd, man. I was like, I just got a bad batch. I'll fucking, I just got a bad batch.
Or you got a really good batch.
Yeah. That's some really good shit that put me up pretty good. I'll be all right. We'll worry. We'll deal with this shit tomorrow. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. And then when I OD'd again, I was like, fuck, okay, maybe I got a problem.
Yeah, man, when your brain's like that, it is crazy, because that is the way you think too. It's like if you've heard somebody OD'd on something, you're like, oh, let's get that shit. Sounds like the good shit, right?
Yeah.
It's weird how
our minds don't work the same way as other people's minds work.
No,
y'all crazy as hell.
No,
I think that's a common thing if you're addicted.
No, it's not the same.
Changes. Your brain changes for sure.
You don't see things the same way.
No, I can see now why that's so abnormal and dumb. Like that's like stupid.
I can see it now. In the moment when I was in that state or whatever. No, you couldn't have taught me. You couldn't have told me any different. And I would have argued with you, or I just wouldn't have listened. I wouldn't have listened.
You're not going to listen. Because it's like oxygen. It's like if you were drowning right now, literally drowning, like imagine yourself drowning. What would you do to get the oxygen? And really think about that. What would you do to get the oxygen? you'd pretty much kill somebody to get the oxygen if you're fucking drowning. Well, that's the way you feel. You constantly feel like you're drowning, and you can see the oxygen. You're trying.
You would pull somebody under to get up to get that oxygen.
And that's what happens.
That's exactly what, and you're doing it as a natural reaction.
Yep.
It's not to be malicious. It's not because you're an evil person. It's just a natural fucking reaction.
It's weird, man. It's crazy what the chemicals that's so imbalanced in your brain when you're on this stuff, and what was so abnormal to you winds up becoming normal. And then when you're off of it and get away from it, you're like, holy shit, that was stupid. Like you start realizing like how dumb all these fucking things were, you know. Even like some of the times, like when fucking, which, sometimes it's had to do with dope, sometimes not, but like running from the cops and stuff, like doing crazy shit like that, and just being on the run and being a fugitive and stuff. It's like, man, like how stupid it was sometimes to do that, when it's like, man, I could have just went and turned myself in. That it probably, I would have went to court, probably could have got out, but instead it's like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to court, because you don't want to, take the risk of getting locked up. So you just take off and you get on the run and shit, even though it might have been just a slap on the wrist if you just would have done it.
I'm even at a place now where like I can talk about it and be completely fine.
Me too.
And I'm like, but for the first like 2 or 3 years, like I couldn't even fucking talk about it. Like that was like I had to like completely separate myself from it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even talk about it just because I was trying so hard to stay away from it, because I knew that if I veered any increment that I would go right fucking back. And I knew that.
I knew I was good because your dreams, you have dreams. And when you do dope in your dreams, usually when you do that, you'd wake up and kind of be happy you did or whatever. Maybe mad because now you feel like shit. But when I was so basically like when I'd wake up after having a dream doing it, I would wake up thankful that it didn't really happen. That's when I knew I was good. Like when I was in my head, I was so mad and disappointed in myself that I was doing it in my dream. Like it was almost like I was so upset. And then when I'd wake up, I'd be like, thank God that was fake. Thank God that was just a dream. That's when I knew. Because it's like that's you go through levels. It's weird how your dreams go through like stages when you're getting sober and stuff, and it takes a long time to get to the point to where you are thankful that that wasn't true.
Yeah, dude.
Sharing stories with boys. Thank you for sharing stories with his boys, my brother. And I hope he gets through it, man.
Yeah, man.
It sucks, man.
It does suck, dude. It takes a lot of people too.
It does. It takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of everything. There's nothing you can do unless they're ready. That is the truth. But
yeah.
Hopefully he can find something that it's tough, man. I just tell people, man, get people on medication. Get them medicated. Get them into a doctor. Get them medicated, because that's going to be the number one thing that helps them. And don't think of it as trading one for another, because it literally saved their life.
I got put on medication. And to be honest, I'm way better for it. I realized some things, and it helps.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's the difference between whether or not you go back to it or not.
Yeah. It helps, dude. I have to take my meds and shit like that. Like my wife's on my ass about like, did you take your meds? Did you do this? You know what I mean? Like, I live a very, very structured life. Yeah. And I have to. I know my limitations. I know what I have to do, and it's.
But that's normal, though, right? Isn't that normal? Like living a structured life. Like I guarantee all of us do the same routine every day.
It became my new normal
routine every day.
It became my new normal. Like I figured out how to be normal. Like I figured it out. This is what normal people do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because I realized really quick, like, and when I try to explain it to somebody who's not an addict like that, who doesn't have an addictive personality.
Yeah.
They don't get it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, because your brain doesn't work the same way that my brain works. Like,
Right.
you don't see things the same way that I see them and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I deal with that all the time with Carol. Like she'll tell me like some things that like that's not normal, right? And I'm like confused, like what are you talking about? That is completely normal. And she just looks at me, no, it's not, right? And I'm like, and I have to sit there and go through my head, right, and think about this stuff, and it's like I guess that isn't normal. But there's so many things though where it's like she just says it, and I'm like, okay, because like just like the lifestyle I lived, like, and a lot of like just basically like the way you dealt with situations and stuff, like to me, like if something happened, like it was normal, just go beat the fuck out of the person, right? Just go walk over there or drive up to him, fucking kick in his door and start fucking smacking him over the head. But that's not normal, right? That's fucking not normal.
No, exactly.
So like just things like that, like it's you wind up realizing.
I get referred to as the mean one of the group, and Mike always says like whenever I start talking to somebody a certain way, Mike will always overtalk me and be like, what he means to say is this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not normal. I don't know when to fucking...
What he means to say is this.
Yeah, what he means to say is this because I'll come off really fucking strong. And I'm like...
Mike's the cooler.
Or whatever, or somebody starts getting kind of uppity, and I'll be like, well, why don't you just tell them to fucking, sit on the dick 6 ways from Sunday, you know what I mean? And no. What he really means to say is thank you for the opportunity. But we're gonna do this or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, so I get
translating.
Yeah. Mike's like I have like the ultimate translator for me. Yeah.
I think though that some of the millennials and Gen, whatever the beyond millennials are, I think a lot of the lifestyles we grew up with are going to be abnormal in the future because everything's just different. Like the way you dealt with things, and also just the way you think about situations and everything, because like all of us had to grow up working with our hands. All of us had to grow up with, if a car broke down, like that could be the difference, in your entire fucking week, of like, things happening because there's no phone, you're not calling nobody, you're sitting out there, you get starved, it could be freezing, like all these things. So your brain is just structured differently on how you plan and prepare, and you think of the way to do things. And I think those types of things, create just a certain type of person. And I think that's almost, not I'm not gonna say gone, but I'd say that it's growing more and more different, the more generations we go through.
And I think that's also something to say, though, like how we all that's how different people come into the hobby and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I know that's how part of how I got into the hobby. It was an outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was an outlet. It was a way for me to express myself and to find interest in something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So in a lot of ways, that helped me, with having something to do and showing excitement into something and bringing enjoyment into my life. You know what I mean? In a positive, creative way that wasn't destroying me, Mm-hmm. Like
that's why
other shit was.
Sharpening's therapeutic. It's like therapy. Yeah, for anybody who starts getting into it, man, it's an awesome thing to get into. It is something that it's like all the, I don't know if you want to call it voices, but all the little things in your head that are going on, all just go away when you go to sharpening. You can sit there, it's just you, the knife, the stone, and it's just something about it,
because you're so concentrated on what you're doing.
Yeah. All your problems are gone. You're not thinking of any of those. You're not thinking of tomorrow and this and that and money and bills and whatever it is you think about all the time. It's all gone. And in that moment, it's just you, that stone, and that knife. And there is something also creative and great about it when you started with something that was shitty, and in the end, it's great. Like it's amazing. And it didn't take that long. So it's like something you can start and finish, within like an hour or so. Yeah. There's something great about that. It's a good feeling, to start and finish something and to have good work and also to get better at something. I think that's any hobby or anything, whether it's pool or darts, there's something cool about like practicing, getting better and better and better, and then all of a sudden you're, like a pro at it,
Yeah. Build self-confidence in yourself.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your wife a while ago, and we all know your wife from your YouTube channel. She used to be on there a lot more than she is now, but we see her every now and then. So and my wife helps me out a lot with my channel. She supports it. Like she'll ask me if I need anything for a video or whatever. She done the backgrounds on Nomad EDC. But how does she help you behind the scenes?
She's tech. So I'm really bad with tech stuff. I'm good now as far as like recording, editing, setting up. I'm really good with that stuff, posting. But anything else, anything technical, I don't know nothing. Like I'm horrible with it. And I have a very, very, very low tolerance for it. Like as far as frustrations, I'm very impatient with it. So it's much better for her to deal with certain things because I'll break them and find a way to do it without it. Like, you know, it's just, I can't, for some reason, me and like computers just don't get along when it comes to stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, that's how I started, and I've slowly but surely gotten a lot better. But when I first started the channel, I didn't even know how to do an email. I was starting from square one because, you know, with my lifestyle, you know, we weren't trying to be around cameras or, you know, phones and stuff like that. Like it was, you know, that was the enemy. So, you know, learning everything from email to Instagram, how to do a post, how to copy and paste. I didn't even know how to copy and paste. And like, I know us thinking about that, like that sounds stupid, but I really didn't. So for me starting like that, it's square one, like as if like I just came out of the 1800s and there's a computer, right? It was very frustrating for me. So now I'm a lot better, but she deals because she's like an ethical hacker. So she's really good at that. What? Forensic IT. So she's a forensic IT. So she's like certified in that. So she's really good with it. And I'm getting better, but nothing like her. So
is there something you do that just absolutely aggravates her to no freaking end?
a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah. The other day it was Brian Winter's new knife. Because you can open and close it in a split second. Well, you can when you flick that thing, it literally you can open and close it in a split second.
So you got it on you?
I can grab it. Yeah, I'll grab it.
Let's show it.
That's the one I'm interested in.
That's what I was gonna say, because like 3 times during this show right here, I've been doing this, and she's like, Michael.
My wife got mad at me yesterday because I passed out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's what happened to you?
I went to sleep.
What is wrong with you, man? 5 in the afternoon, you're getting old.
I went to sleep. I've been going through a lot. I just went to sleep.
Okay, hang on one second. I'm trying to find the damn knife.
I figured you was asleep because I was texting you.
The Brian.
Yeah, I was asleep.
That looks like a comfortable fucking chair right there.
I literally just had it. What the fuck did I do?
I hear him back there.
Hey, Zach City, you got charged with the RICO?
What?
Oh, wait.
What were you doing?
Hold on. Hey, hang on one second, guys. I'm trying to find it. I don't know what the hell to do with it.
What?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
How the fuck did I do it? Yeah, baby.
I gotta get a chair, man. I'm over here sitting on a damn bench. I need
Oh
to get
yeah,
one
you
of
gotta
them,
get a chair,
one of
homie.
them comfortable chairs.
Yeah, I got a
Mike's
comfortable
like
chair.
me. Mike's like me. He's sitting at a
Baby,
dinner table chair.
I got a chair like this.
I'm on a damn bench.
There it is. Sorry. But yeah, so like I can open and close it. Like that was open and closed already. So open, close. So open and close, open and close. I can do it like so after about an hour of that, and then what it'll do is it'll turn into this where I'm doing it all different ways. And I'm spinning around like it's just like so many different ways to where you're just hearing click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, clack.
Okay,
And I'm sure that drove her nuts.
Can you show that mechanism? Show
Yeah,
how that
so
works.
it's a handle inside there. That handle is connected to up here, which is the lock. So right now it's locked. So right now it's locked, but I can push through it if I want to, like a double detent. But if I put my hand around it, now it can't close. And if I want to, I can spin this little guy right there and lock it. So now it's impossible for it to close because of, it's this bar is well above the tang. So you would absolutely have to snap that. So that's the way to secure it if you're really worried. So what you do is when it's closed, you can push this and it'll spring the blade open while kicking the handle out because the handle and the blade are not connected, but it pushes it. So you see how it's, so basically I'm using this thumb stud, kicking that over and it'll lock up. And then I can do it over with the pointer finger, thumb, and then if I reverse flick it, I gotta swing past that. So as long as you go like this, then lean your hand back, it'll lock open. And then basically it's the secondary handle is your action and your locking mechanism. So it's pretty unique. It's definitely. Oh yeah, and by the way, it does use magnets as a detent. So it does have two magnets inside the handle as a detent, just like the Factor. There's one on this side and one on this side, and that's what holds the handle and the blade in when the blade's closed. But I'll tell you what, man, when you get used to it, like I said, one day of messing with it, it's pretty intuitive, and you'll just be sitting there. You won't even realize it. An hour later, people are like, "Shut this fucking thing up!"
How the hell did they come up with that mechanism right there? That thing is crazy.
I bet it was by accident.
Yeah.
I think some things are. I think sometimes it's like you're trying to develop one thing, and then all of a sudden, like a light comes on, like, holy shit, this might work this way. And I think it's probably something like that because Brian's always doing the craziest, most abnormal stuff, like stuff that you never even thought was possible. And he figures a way to do it, just like that double action out the side. That's an auto and a manual knife without having to change or do anything. That's crazy,
dude. Boomer needs that knife right there.
I want one. I want one. Yeah,
no, I want one too, just for the damn mechanism.
They drop on the 26.
26.
A lot of people are going to. I think it's the pre-order on the 26th, but you know what? I'm not sure if they're going to be available or not, or if it's just a pre-order. But I'll say this: people are going to get hurt, at least a few. But that's I think that's the fun of it, right? It's like
that's just collateral damage.
Well, when you hear it's like this is a dangerous knife, you're like, yeah, I'm all ears. What else? Yeah. How much?
So you're a fidgeter, dude. Like you can tell like on your videos, you're like really doing all this stuff. Like, how much do you do that? Do you do it all day long?
Pretty much. Yeah. If I leave you messages, you'll hear me fucking fidgeting while I'm talking. All day.
Very first thing when I get a knife too, I'm the same way. Very first thing I'm like, I got to see how it opens and closes.
I was fidgeting earlier while he was talking.
Yeah, before I look at the centering, before I look at anything, I'm opening it, checking the action, and see how it is, how smooth it is, whether it drops shutty or whatever. I just want to see how it works like that. But I just don't have that. I'm not like a, what do you call it, like a ninja like you are with that stuff. You're probably all day long just trying to manipulate the thing crazy.
Well, you get different knives and they'll open differently, and then they'll have it like this thing took me a minute to get used to. Like, it wasn't like I just grabbed it and I was able to do it. So I had to fidget with it all day to learn it. Like, that's the only way possible. And if you want to get good at something, the best way to do it is to not put it down, right? If you constantly have it in your hand, you're constantly using it, then you have to learn it. And it kind of forces you to get good at it. But if your brain allows you to be like, you know what, this ain't working out. So you put it down and you go to something else. Yeah, of course you're never going to learn that. But if your brain is like, no, I got to keep my hand. I got to learn this thing. You can, but it's just, it does take you fidgeting and walking around with it and annoying people. But yes, I am just like that period though. I definitely, I'm always grabbing something. So if I'm not grabbing these, I'll have like a little fidget spinner, just something to mess with. I kind of always kind of just need something. Yeah, just I don't know, my personality.
Nice.
I'm intrigued by that knife just because it's a new mechanism, and it's been a long ass time since I've had to learn a new mechanism.
Well,
Like,
there's
I remember
another
my
one.
first time with the front flipper. That was a new thing.
Did you see the hazard?
Oh,
The concept hazard?
no.
Oh man, hold on. So this one is, it sounds kind of like this one, but yep, bang.
Chris, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm all right,
Daniel. It's just me and you, baby.
I know.
Mike, you go grab another beer.
Can you guys pull one up? Just pull it up, or pull up a video or something. I got it in the box somewhere, but it's just it's called the Concept Hazard. It's got a very unique locking system and deployment method, but it's a little bit more dangerous than this one.
Oh shit!
It sounds like they gotta have it.
Sounds like you speak in our language.
This is one I wouldn't recommend for everybody, to be honest. It's
Well,
definitely,
then definitely recommended
I gotta see this shit.
You have to really, really have some good dexterity. There you go.
Let me see, what does it do?
I'm teaching how to use it, so I'm speaking about it.
What the hell?
What the fuck? How did, all right.
So you're pulling that handle. I'm going to show it in slower in this second. So you pull that handle out right there. Now the blade can swing open once that little bar pops out. So you flick it up. Yep, there you go.
What?
But
Oh,
there's
shit.
a lot of ways to do it.
I see
Oh
now.
wow!
I see how it works now.
I see it. I
So
see
you
it
gotta
now
pull
that you
that
did it
back
slower.
part.
Dude, I got
But when you get it in the hand, it's, it takes a second. It takes a second to get used to. That's one that you got to have it in your hand all day. If you don't have it in your hand all day, you'll never get it.
It's almost like a half ballad song.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Wow!
Oh,
That's
no
crazy.
shit. There's a
You're
reason why they call it
Wow.
the hazard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Oh,
said.
shit.
That thing is crazy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called the hazard for a reason.
Yeah, no shit, because you're going to cut your damn finger off trying to open the fucking
Or
thing.
dropping into your toe.
Yeah. Warning, do not open this knife with flip-flops on. Yeah.
You'll drop it like 30 times trying to learn it.
Jared, what's the worst you ever cut yourself?
I stepped on a knife and it went all the way.
Wow.
Oh.
How'd you manage to step on a knife?
I was getting ready to go do my thumbnails or my B-roll. So I just got done filming and I had like 4 or 5 knives in a video. And I was going to go to my photo box. And I was going to do some B-roll. And I picked everything up and I had it. And I also had my phone in my hand. So when I was walking out, one of the knives went like this against my phone. Right. And I thought it broke my screen. So I looked down. And as I looked down, a folded knife slipped out of my hand and went all the way down to the ground. And at the same time, I'm taking a step. And what happens, it landed on the flipper tab, sprung open, and my foot was coming down at that exact same time. If it would have happened any other way, it couldn't have happened. Like, it was literally like the perfect scenario. My foot coming down, it springing open, and then my foot going right on top of the blade and going all the way in. And and the worst part was the getting it sewed together. It was brutal, man. The shots they had to give you to try to numb it, which none of them numbed anything. So they're giving me like 30 shots in the cut, and none of them are working. But then with every stitch they put in, it was brutal. I would step on the knife 1,000 times before I'd take that one more time.
Man,
It's
one time I got a little small story, but one time I was like 13 years old, And my brother was about 11. He's 2 years younger than me. And we were sitting on the couch watching Lonesome Dove, right? And he says, "Hey, man, take my pocket knife and sharpen it," because he couldn't sharpen. So I sharpened his knife. And I mean, I got that son of a bitch screaming. It was screaming like it would just touch the hairs and they'd fly. So I said, "Here, try that." So he opened it up and he's like, "Oh, yeah, that's sharp." And he took it and he threw it in the ground and it stuck in the ground like this. And we're sitting there watching the movie. About an hour later, he forgets about it and he gets up and he walks past it. And it's like this, stuck in the ground. And he walks by and his pinky toe went, whoop, and it cut his pinky toe off. Right, like
Dude,
not
I
the whole
cringe
toe,
every time you
but
tell
like
the story.
the corner of his pinky toe just whoop, it laid there right by the knife. And it was just me and him at the house. And we was freaking out, dude. There was blood like shooting.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
What do I do? I like set him up. I picked him up. I mean, he's big. I'm picking him up, set him on the sink, put his foot in the sink and running water on it, wrapped it up. I didn't have a license or nothing, dude. I was 13, but my mom had an extra car and it was sitting out in the driveway. I just
This is
grabbed
an emergency, Mom.
Yeah. It, dude.
It's life or death, Mom.
I didn't have a cell phone, you know, but it was crazy.
I've been stabbed a bunch of times. I've been cut a lot of times. I've got a lot of nerve damage, but I got scars. I've been stabbed multiple times in the leg. I have nerve damage in my finger because I got stabbed in the palm, like right in the palm. So, but yeah, I mean, I've had a ton of knife injuries and just getting cut injuries. You know, in the construction, man, you get a ton of injuries. You know, like you know, I'd watch my uncles, man, like getting shot with a nail gun was like a normal fucking Tuesday.
Oh, dude, that's
you know.
I had to have I broke my fucking toe like slap in half. Like it went this way and then this way, made like a fucking Z. And they had to re-break it. And I didn't know they were gonna re-break it. They took a fucking padded cloth and they shoved it in the back of my jawline like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they're bite down.
Shoved it back there, and like, you know how you said you had to have the shots in your foot? Yeah, they gave me the shots in the bottom of my foot. Then they gave me the shots in between my fucking toes.
Yep.
And I'm like screaming when they're giving me those shots, right?
Oh, dude,
I hadn't even begun to start singing yet, dude.
They're so painful.
I didn't even begin to start fucking singing yet until he grabbed my toe, and then he went and grabbed it like a joystick and just started cranking on it like he's playing fucking Atari and re-breaking the damn thing, bro. And he re-broke it, and all you hear is and I bit through the padded cloth. I mean, tears going down my eyes, and I'm about to swing on this motherfucker. Oh my god, dude! I came clear out of that table, and to this day, my toe it goes all the way this way. They had to bloody tie it to like another toe and wrap it around because you can't put it in a fucking cast or anything.
Yeah.
Crutches or whatever. But I'll never forget those shots, like what you were talking about. Those shots are so fucking bad, dude.
There's certain injuries that really get to me when I see them. Like I don't know what it is for you guys, but like anytime like I'm watching YouTube or if it's in real life or whatever, when I see somebody's shin break or an arm snapped over.
When you see
I'm talking about a real one,
break
not like a movie.
through
I'm
the
talking about
skin.
it really happens, like in UFC or something, right? Like they kick somebody and their shin just snaps in half. Oh my goodness, that shit gets. I don't like to watch it twice.
I've broken my bone, my nose, where I have a scar right here.
Yeah,
because I got hit up.
Yeah,
and the bone went through, and it came up, and then it broke my face all in here too.
Yeah,
and
I shattered mine a few times.
I shattered my shit. I looked like a fucking koala for like 3 fucking weeks, dude. Both fucking eyes were fucking black and blue, dude. Like, and it was so swole and shit, dude. Like, I was fucked up. I was bleeding out of my gums, out of the top of my teeth up here, dude. Like from where I got hit. I was so
Yeah.
fucked up.
I broke my nose probably 4 or 5 times. I've fractured my entire face. I've basically had my entire face get shattered. I've had my eyebrow bone right there to get broke. I've had the orbital broke. My nose countless times. Those are all different situations. I've had a lot of face injuries. I'm very, very lucky. Like if you look, you can see the scars and stuff. You look close, but like got into a fight one time and I had a bottle smashed over my face and my eyebrow was fucking hanging off right here. You can see the scar. Then another time I got shot by a potato cannon point blank in the face. And it shattered my entire face, obviously. It ruptured my eyeballs, blind for like 2 weeks.
Right.
And I got into this thing at a concert, got my nose broke in a mosh pit. I've had a ton of face injuries.
Yeah, me too, dude. I've gotten into a lot of fight. I'm missing teeth from fucking fighting and shit. Missing that tooth. Picked a fight with a guy like 3 times my fucking size at a bar. Yeah. I got hit. He hit me with a fucking pull stick. That one sucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
I got a paper cut the other day. That was a motherfucker, man.
Hey, man, paper cuts are a motherfucker. I was just talking about it in that video where I was cutting in this choil. One of the worst fucking cuts you get is when it cuts you in the crease of your finger and it just clips you. It just clips you. But because you got to go like this, so every time it opens and closes, you can't fucking get that thing to close, so it's always burning. And when you get that cut, the nerves are exposed, and that's why it burns so bad. But you can't, every time the nerves start growing back, you move your finger, fucker opens back up. It's like the worst kind of paper cut.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off of Levi's comment. How did you get shot in the face with the potato cannon? And what happened to the potato?
So we had a potato cannon, and we were trying to load it and shoot it. And it was a well-made one, like it's shot and everything. But we were trying to shoot it, and it just wouldn't shoot. It wouldn't shoot. And we're like, what the fuck is going on?
You look down the barrel, see what was
yeah,
wrong
to see if the spark was going. So like, so what was happening was there was so much aerosol in it that it just soaked it. And then we kept trying for like 2 hours. Like click, 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 can't get it to go. Spray more, close it, click, click, can't get it to go. Well, then finally I'm like, let me see if the spark's working, right? We've been clicking it for 2 hours, it's not going. And as soon as I look down, boom, fucking thing shoots me.
Oh shit! I bet that hurt like a motherfucker, dude.
Oh, it was worse than hurt like a motherfucker. It was some of the most excruciating pain. My eyeball was ruptured, shattered my face, my whole orbital. Was blind for 2 weeks. So I had these types of headaches, because when your eye's healing and you have fucking problems with your face and everything, like the pain you go through, and then you can't see either. Like I was wanting to break everything around me, because just getting a drink, you knock it over, right? You can't see. I can't see nothing. So like just trying to find something around me, like where's my anything, right? So yeah, it was very frustrating. When I went into the hospital, blood was coming out of my nose, my eyes, and my mouth. And I fucking walked up to the lady, and mind you, I have nobody with me, I don't think, because I had somebody drive me. So I got walked in, and I'm in front of the lady, and then she hands me papers to fill out for insurance. So I spit on them and I threw them at her. Like, I'm fucking blind, bitch. Like, I can't fucking see nothing. Obviously, there's blood coming out of my fucking eyes, right? Like, what kind of person are you when you see somebody coming up with this and you're like, give them insurance?
My whole face is fucked up. Yeah.
Well, luckily, I heard an angel behind me, which was my sister, because she got the call when it happened. Your brother's on the way to emergency room, meet him there. And so I heard her. I got it, and I knew it was her, because I have such a tight family. Like, anything that would happen to us, like we had an uncle listening to the police scanner. So anytime we got busted, popped, anything happened, we had somebody right there, bang, coming to help us, coming to do whatever. And so So yeah, my sister got the call and showed up, and so I was lucky there. And then when I went back there, man, they were giving me these eye drops to numb it, and it wasn't doing nothing at all. I was so furious. I was pulling potato out of my eye for like a week.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Because they didn't get it all out because it's such a horrible hospital I went to.
Dude.
It's crazy because
That's
the hospital I
crazy.
went to, I promised myself I will never come back to this hospital. I said, if I get fucking shot, I'm never coming back to this hospital. And that's the fucking place I went when I got shot. And then it's so bad. It's the worst hospital in the world. Like, it's the type of hospital. You guys ever seen, I don't know, like Blood In, Blood Out, the movie? He's like, I'm taking you to the hospital. You're shot. And he goes, and he starts trying to jump out the window. No, fuck that. People die there. Like, because he knows that hospital kills motherfuckers. I actually even have a friend that has died literally there because from a broken leg, went to the hospital with a broken leg from a motorcycle injury, and they overdosed him. Yeah. Like, just the worst hospital ever, man. It's such a bad hospital. But yeah, when you're there, though, you realize how bad it is, and you're like, I'll never come back to this fucking place again. And Kara just said they almost overdosed her, but she caught him.
Okay,
Oh,
I
they kept
gotta
giving
know.
it
I gotta
shots.
know. I gotta ask, man.
Mhm.
How'd you get shot?
Well, I got shot by the potato cannon. That's what I meant. I was talking about when I got shot by the
So you
potato
got
cannon.
shot.
Yeah. Yeah. When I got shot by the potato cannon. I shot my brother. We were hunting, and we just got done hunting, and we were young. We were really young. And we went into the house, and for some reason, this gun, the safety didn't work on it which I know this is the dumbest thing, but the safety didn't work if it was loaded. And I know that's stupid, but it's just the way it was. And for some reason, we knew better and everything. It was loaded, and we walked in the house with it. And when I picked it up, I hit the trigger and fucking shot him right in the stomach. He wound up getting a couple surgeries. It ricocheted off his organs. They found it up in his chest. Yeah, my dad shot my karate teacher in the fucking leg.
Shit.
I got another story, man.
They were so my dad and him were friends, and by the way, his family still trains people to this day, like they're in the UFC and shit like that, and or in MMA, I should say. They were like roommates or some shit. They were friends, and he was throwing a party, and my dad had to work in the morning, and they kept waking him up. And he got up and he said, "The next motherfucker who wakes me up, I'm gonna shoot." And all of a sudden, I guess when he was like finally falling back asleep, a pie hit him or something hit him, like some sort of food or something. They started fucking, getting rowdy, and something hit him. So he fucking grabbed the gun and fucking shot that motherfucker.
Dude, he didn't play, did he?
No, fuck no. My dad, he was something else, man. I got so many stories about him that he was awesome. He was an amazing human, but also a bit of a loose cannon. He was awesome.
Mine was too. Yeah, I've heard some of your stories about your dad. Those are cool stories.
He was the best type of person, like the best father, because like I know people would argue with that, debate with that, like about what's, healthy or normal, right? But as far as like father son, the type of father I needed, he was the best. Like he had my back, in that video about my felony, about that scene I showed, the first time getting arrested. Like, it wasn't about I got arrested. It was about what did you say, right? That was the biggest fucking thing. He's like, and he was congratulating me, and I was like, "Oh, I thought you'd be mad." He said, "No, I'm not mad at you. I'm happy you kept your fucking mouth shut, right?" But it's like that's the way it was. So like he always had my back, like with everything. Like if there was a problem, tell me what your problem is. We'll deal with it together, and he'd fucking show up. So like it was such an awesome relationship. Obviously, we went through a lot of crazy shit. Some shit was very, off the walls and, just abnormal. But also, though, like we also had a great time, man. We were so close my entire life, together. So I have so many memories with them, and it's like we did there was nothing we didn't do together. So it's like there's like no mess or craziness that we didn't have a hand in.
I always say that I could just write probably about 10 books about my dad. You can probably do the same thing.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. They'd be crazy too.
Well, man, we're past 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and shut her down. Jared, appreciate you coming on the show.
Oh,
dude.
no problem. No problem. Man. Thank you for having
everybody-
me.
Yeah, thank you, Jared. Hell, this is fucking awesome, dude. I love hearing your stories. This is fucking awesome.
I appreciate
coming
it,
on the
man.
show, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Absolutely. Anytime, man. Anytime you guys want to do this, just let me know.
Heck yeah.
Awesome,
Hey,
bro.
appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for coming on. Don't forget next week, Thursday, 2 p.m. Central Time, we will have Melissa Backwoods on here. And then the next day, Friday, at the normal bat time, normal bat place, we're going to have Patty's Potato Peelers. So be looking out for that. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And then also, don't forget to follow NEEVES Knives. If you're not already, I'm pretty sure you are. And then check out NEEVESKnifeco.com. He's got some pretty cool stuff on there. And thank you, Jared, one more time. Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
sir.
We'll
Appreciate
definitely
you
have you back on anytime you want.
Awesome.
All right.
Let's
We'll see
shut
y'all
it
later.
down, baby.
All right. We'll